4 persons have lost their life in an accident in the Mumbai local. In fact, this is a disaster which is waiting to happen, primarily because the carrying capacity of the Mumbai local train is adjudged to be just 11 to 12 lakhs. But on an everyday basis, nearly 35 lakh people are being carried by the Mumbai local. And anyone who visits the Mumbai city, they know that the city has overgrown and has very high population, and the Mumbai local is the only cheap way of transportation. Because of this reason, lakhs and lakhs of people are thronging into the Mumbai local network, leading to congestion, suffocation, and in extreme cases, these kind of disasters. Right now, the collective population of Mumbai is somewhere around 24 million according to various reports, that is nearly 2.4 crores. And the city has grown in a very haphazard way without any proper planning of the city, leading to excessive stress on the public infrastructure that is present. And the most disastrous aspect of this is in the Mumbai local, there are no automated doors to the rail line. In fact, this is the basic minimum that is expected of any local train. Whenever we board into a metro in any of the cities of India, there are automated doors which close, leading to safety for the passengers. But in Mumbai, only in the air-conditioned compartments of the local trains, there are automated doors. But the problem is the AC fare is much higher, leading to more people opting for the cheaper non-air conditioned travel. And even the railways also tried at one point of time automated doors for the non-AC coaches too. But the problem is once the doors close, there is high problem of suffocation because excessive population are entering into the local train there. Right now, the Indian Railways has given a deadline of November of 2025 in order to provide designs to the Indian Railways with closed or automated doors, which also account for the problem of ventilation. And this charge has been given to the integrated coach factory, which is present in Madras. And by January of 2026, we are planning to, in fact, integrate them into the rail network of the local trains in Mumbai. But whenever we are planning an urban area, we should, in fact, plan not for today, but plan for the future. And if planning is done only on the basis of needs of today, these kind of congestion problems will come into picture. And if you are planning for tomorrow, then what you have to do is you have to follow the methodology of transit-oriented development, wherein the planning of the urban areas itself will focus on easier and cheaper transit for the people. Then, apart from transit-oriented development, why should we imagine an urbanization with a highly concentrated population of crores of people in each metro city? Rather than that, why can't we imagine an urban area wherein there is the concept of decentralized urbanization with multiple cities accommodating the people from different sections of the population, rather than having a concentrated urbanization? That should be the pathway for India. Rather than having some 5 to 6 mega cities, it is better to have 50 secondary towns which get translated into cities. That should be the pathway for urbanization in India. Everyone in India knows about hing or inguva. This is a common ingredient in the cooking of various dishes in India. But do you know that none of this hing is produced domestically within India? 100% of all hing that is sold in India, it is produced either in Iran or Afghanistan. Hing as a product is a culturally highly relevant product for India, which has been used from the ancient period in India. It is one of the essential ingredient in the Ayurveda practice and is also an essential ingredient in Indian cuisine. But despite of its wide usage, it is not at all domestically produced in India. Primarily because hing requires very specific kinds of temperatures and climatic conditions, which in fact can grow in colder climatic regions which are present on the hilly slopes with very less rainfall, and these conditions are present in Iran and Afghanistan. But we should not say that these conditions are not present in India. primarily because majority of the Himalayan region in India fulfills these criteria, particularly the Uttarakhand region, Himalayas like Lahore and Spiti region. This is what has been explored by CSIR, Center for Scientific Investigation and Research, under the project called National Aroma Mission, has started attempting to grow hing in the country of India itself. And for that, what they have done is in the year 2020, they have brought in a lot many hing saplings into India, and they have planted them in Lahore and Spiti region. And in 2025, after 5 years of maturation, the hing plant has started producing finally its output. And unlike the popular belief that hing is either a fruit or flower extract, hing is in fact a resin which is extracted from the hing plant. In fact, this resin can grow when you make a small incision into the tap root of the hing tree. It will lead to the expulsion of some resin-like substance, which is in fact collected and processed to produce hing. And as we know very well, ingwa is a very important ingredient in Indian diet, primarily because it has multiple health benefits. It is antimicrobial, it is antibacterial, it is antifungal and antiviral in its properties. And it has great capability to improve the gut health of people. And along with that, it also will reduce the problem of indigestion, and in fact promote a very healthy lifestyle. Because of all these factors, this essential ingredient in Indian diet, it was being used in the Indian cuisine. Now, rest assured, it is being produced in India, and it will reduce the burden on the Indian eczema market too. Group Captain Subhanshu Shukla is set to make history. He is going to be the second Indian man in space after Rakesh Sharma. And along with that, he is the first Indian man to enter into International Space Station. If you look at Subhanshu Shukla, he is an Indian citizen trained in the Indian Armed Forces, particularly in the Air Force, and he had an exemplar career in the Air Force training, because of which reason he has been recommended by the Indian government in order to be part of a manned space mission which is being launched by SpaceX in its Dragon capsule on a mission which is called as Axiom 4 mission. And in this mission, he is going to be a group captain, and he is going to be the first Gagan Yatri from India, because we are calling the astronauts as Gagan Yatris now. So he is going to be the first Indian Gagan Yatri in a private space experiment. And along with that, the Indian government, for the training of Subhanshu Shukla and along with his space expenses, Indian government has paid nearly 600 crore rupees. But definitely, this is a worthy spending, primarily because even our space research organization ISRO has plans to send a manned mission into the space. In fact, we are planning this Gaganyaan program for quite some time now, and Subhanshu Shukla's inclusion into the project is going to help us in planning our manned mission into the space. And along with that, Subhanshu Shukla, he is working as a group captain in the Axiom Mission 4 aircraft, and it is going to be launched on June 11th, 2025 from the Kennedy Space Station. And along with him, there are some other crew also who are present inside, like Peggy Whiston from USA, who is a mission specialist. And along with that, there are members from Poland and Hungary also present in here. And along with that, one more important thing that we need to understand is, so after nearly 41 years, India is returning to manned space flight. Earlier, our astronaut Rakesh Sharma, he has gone in a Russian aircraft or Russian space flight into the space. India Middle East Europe corridor, that is more popularly known as IMEC corridor, is facing multiple roadblocks. According to the Ministry of External Affairs, IMEC corridor is facing particularly problems with the political crises which are hitting the West Asian region. We all know well that the West Asian region is a politically unstable region with conflicts in Syria, then along with that conflicts in Arabian Peninsula, then along with that conflict in the region of Iraq and other provinces. is creating serious roadblocks to IMEC. In fact, IMEC is an ambitious proposal made by India on the sidelines of the G20 summit, which was held in 2023 in New Delhi. And after the proposal of the IMEC project, it is facing a lot many challenges, primarily because of the competition from similar initiative by China, that is Belt and Road Initiative of China. IMEC is supposed to be a multi-transit oriented project. And this multi-transit oriented project, it takes the ship route, ship plus a rail route, and also roadway in order to reduce the distance between India and the European region by passing through the Middle East region. But the main challenge with this program is right now there is no homogenization or standardization of practices across the countries which are present across the corridor. Particularly if you observe, there is no standardization of taxation, no standardization of the regulatory practices, and without this kind of homogenization, any large project is very difficult to implement. Whatever advantages we get through reduction of the distances, we will lose the same advantage by imposition of multiple customs duties, and without a set standard of homogeneous customs duties, it is impossible to make economic sense out of the project. But definitely, it is an ambitious project, and if it is implemented properly, India's role in the global economy is going to substantially improve, and there would be a multiplier effect, primarily because when there is a transit present, automatically there will be creation of value chains, and these value chains will help in the economic growth of not only India, but all the countries across the world. But the problem is political crisis, competition from BRI, and absence of homogenization. These are the three important roadblocks which are hindering the progress of the IMEC project. Thank you.